For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys had two tough battles this week. Glenville stayed on the road and then came home for Concord on Saturday. Talk about this past week and kind of how you guys started 2023.
Played two really good first halves and two not so good second halves. It was we knew it would be tough going down to Glenville. They've got really, really good guards, and they've got good balance on their team. And it's hard to play on the road. And, we got down early and fought back and tied it at halftime and missed some early looks in the second half. And they were able to capitalize on our mistakes and on our misses. So that one got away from us a little bit. We competed. We played hard, but shot 30% in the second half. You're not going to win games in this league shooting 30%. It's just too good. So we came home and had a couple good days of prep for Concord, who's right now one of the top teams in the Mountain East Conference in the Atlantic region. Coach May's done a great job with his group. They're older, they're experienced, and they played like an experienced team down the stretch on Saturday. Again, build a good lead early, but if you can build one in 15, they can come back in the next 25. So, like the way we competed, but again, we couldn't. Our whole game plan was kind of set up to take them out of what they want to do offensively, but to do that, we had to be able to set our defense and get into our press and all that. And when you're not making baskets, it's hard to do that. We're not built that way right now. So. When we went cold, it affected our defense, and we got to find ways to continue to compete on that end, especially on the glass. And that's really what we got to clean up moving forward this week is clean up our rebounding. And if we do that, we should get better results.
And you mentioned those fast starts in those two games against Glenville and Concord. What do you think the keys are to your guys getting out to such a fast start and getting those early momentums?
We play together. We pass the ball. We pass up good shots for great shots. And more importantly than anything offensively is just the energy and the edge we have defensively. Right now they go together for us. When you're making shots and you're playing with confidence offensively, it charges up your defense. What we've got to, the step we got to take as a team is to make sure that when we're missing shots, we're still playing with that confidence, that swagger defensively. And we didn't do that as much on both Wednesday night and Saturday.
And one of your guys who's been stepping up was Brent Price. He had to miss a couple of games, but he's come back strong, especially this last week. Talk about him and kind of the leadership he's provided throughout this year.
Yeah, that's him. I mean, he's a leader. He's been a leader. I've known the kid for 3-4 years, but I would imagine he's been a leader since the day he was born. He's got such a magnetic personality. On the practice floor, he's all business. But he does a great job of pouring confidence into our younger guys. He does a great job of, holding himself and our older guys accountable. And you know what you're getting every day with him. He doesn't have bad days. And the frustrating thing about our results so far is you really want to give guys like Brent and John Cordy and our other seniors, George, Dozie, you want to give those guys the best senior season you can. And in this era of, I can put up numbers and then go somewhere else. Like Brent Price has been loyal. He's a Wheeling guy. He understands what this program means to the university and to the community. We want to send him out on the right note. And so our team, I think they'd all tell you if you had to pick 2 or 3 leaders, he would be, one of those names mentioned by everybody. And he's got the complete respect of our locker room and our coaching staff. And just really trying to embrace every game and practice that we have with him.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, as you guys come into the stretch, you're going to be playing at home a lot. 5 of your next 7 come on your home floor. Talk about how that might help you guys as you kind of go down this stretch towards the tournament.
We talk about it all the time. You got to find a way to win your home games. Got to find a way to win your home games in the Mountain East because it's so difficult to play on the road in any league. But the comforts of home, your routine's a little bit tighter. There's a lot more control over your routine as a program. And your fans, your family, your friends, your campus, everybody can come out to your game. So comforts of home, we want to embrace that and use that to our advantage. And it always helps to shoot in the same gym that you practice in every day. So always looking forward to our home games and, starting Wednesday night with Fairmont.
And you're getting ready for Fairmont, as you said. Talk a little bit about this matchup and kind of what you're looking at for Wednesday night.
Well, they came in the preseason, one of the top 10 teams in the country. They've played a killer schedule. They lost some tight games, but they're really good. They have the talent and the experience and the confidence of a top 10 team. And, when you go out and you play really good teams on your schedule, you're going to take some L's, but that doesn't make you any less of a capable team. And they're playing with a ton of confidence right now. They got a couple guys that are playing as well as anybody in the league, and this is the year that they've kind of built everything towards. And with the COVID year, some of their guys being able to come back, they've got a really, really good team. They're dangerous offensively. They're very aggressive defensively, and then they go and get every rebound. I think they're rebounding 38% of their own misses, and they're shooting 50% from the floor. So if you're making half your shots, and then you're getting the rebound on 40% of the shots that you do miss, that gives you a ton more shots, a ton more possessions in your opponent. So we got to keep them off the glass, and we got to do a good job at executing ourselves offensively.
And you mentioned rebounding a little earlier. Talk about some of your goals this week as you guys get ready for Fairmont and then Frostburg State later in the week as you continue to try and improve.
Yeah, the goal stays the same. Improve every day. Sounds cliche, but I thought we improved in practice last night. Got up and down a lot and competed, and got to work on some game situations. When you play a lot, when you get up and down a lot in practice, the situations that you work on that you see in a game, they have a lot more context than if you just draw it up on a paper and say, okay, the score is this with this much time, and here's the situation. So we like to play situational basketball with as much context as we can in practice. We were able to do that last night. This week to win, we got to take care of the ball. Both of these teams, do a great job of speeding up their opponents, turning them over. So we got to take care of the ball. We got to execute offensively, and then we got to really guard for 40 minutes both games. We got to put together the best 40 minutes defensively. We've had good 20, 25, 30-minute games defensively. We need our best 40-minute game.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Appreciate it, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.